All right, I think we're live on Twitch, and as usual, you know the drill. We need to wait for YouTube to catch up. And I believe, oh, look at that. Wow, fastest YouTube catch up ever. John Yang, Shwitang, hello to everybody. Yeah, a few minutes late. Oh, pardon the tardiness. I didn't know what the heck was going on, and then I realized Steam wasn't opening, so the game wasn't opening. Hey, Kat. Glad you could join us. Glad I could give you more than 3 minutes heads up. And let's just dive right in. You woke up 5 minutes ago? Oh, nice. Waking up straight to Age of Empires. Never a bad thing. So we're going to follow along yesterday's trend. We're going to look at some up-and-coming players who are basically on the verge of... Oh, what is happening? I'm getting some reverb. I didn't mute my Twitch, so I'm hearing myself speak. Players who are basically on the verge of like becoming top 20 players themselves. Gray Shrimp. Early streams during the weekday, but the usual Friday, Saturday will be evening streams. I just felt toddlers in daycare have a bit more time during the day. And so I figured, why the hell not? Let's throw some Age of Empires. It feels weird to hear me while the sun is still up. Nice. Shotang is rooting for Gabi. So we've got 2 archer civilizations to start our morning. I guess technically it is morning, right? 11:50. I am a little bit late. I do apologize. Like I said, the Steam app didn't initialize. Gabi is taking on Mentalist, who I believe is also a fellow Canadian. Also playing an archer civilization. Britons versus Mayans. We'll see how well the Britons with their extra range do against those discounted Mayan archer units. And aside from that, how's everybody doing? Shotang, are you heading off to bed? Hopefully no fireworks, no ridiculous people. Oh, look at this. A couple of goats out on the town. Yes, this is female Brazilian Gabi. Who, like I said, I think is number 2 in terms of the female players after Gookie. Fireworks aren't as bad. All right. Hopefully we see some fireworks on the screen as both players begin exploring their immediate surroundings. Mentalist going a little bit further afield than your usual immediate scouting. Shwitang, oh, it's only 9:23. Okay, all right. Well, I'm hoping that this live stream will be between 2 and 2.5 hours. That's the goal of it. And then I have to go and eat, and I'll record more videos and stuff and work. But I'm hoping between 2 and 2.5 hours. So let's take a look at the map. Ooh, you're gonna dip into those masala chips. Those masala chips look pretty good. Not gonna lie. And like I told you before, I'm a sucker for marketing and advertising. So if something looks good, I generally end up buying it. Yeah, Gookie is still on a bit of a tear. I think she's still around 2K4, 2K heading up to 2K5, I think. Although Gabi herself is also 2K4. So again, I'm not sure which player has the higher elo. But it doesn't really matter. The ranked ladder is always wonky. One player is always number 1, then another player, then back to the first one. Unless we're talking about Hera, in which case then you're like 200 elo points above everyone else, head and shoulders. Speaking of head and shoulders, a couple of nice forests here on this Briton base. I don't mind this base at all. Primary gold to the back. Stone a little bit exposed, but extra gold to the side and extra stone to the side. 2 of the 5 resources are off campus. This base for the Mayan, completely open, which I guess is not too bad if your walls are buy one, get one free, as the Mayans are, 50% off. Slow, feudal age, dark age rather, scout, exploring. Gabi's already on the other side of the map at the 7-minute mark of the game. Yeah, John, I was a little bit late. I was launching the games, and they weren't launching, and I was getting error message after error message, and then finally I was like, oh, you dumbass. You don't have Steam activated. For some reason, when my computer turns on, even though... And the reason I restarted, I had to install upgrades. As you guys know, sometimes during a live stream, the computer decides to install upgrades on its own. So I did it beforehand. And I have it on startup to start Steam, but it never does. I don't know why. So every time I restart my computer, I have to actively open Steam, even though it is on my startup windows, like the list of programs that automatically start up. I have to manually open it, and only then I can watch the games. And I completely forgot that. And so that was the tardiness, me trying to figure out why I was being silly this morning. Oh, Cat, it's incredible. It's we found out yesterday. I didn't know she was that young. Gookie is 15 years old. So hopefully a nice long future of Age of Empires. A mentalist does see the base, and again, mentalist with a bit of a... I like these kind of wide exploratory moves out of our Mayan. He was choosing to wall himself with a bunch of houses, so not in any risk of running any pop issues. Yeah, Shotang, stay on Twitch so you can get those points. Make yours truly. Say whatever the hell you want me to say from the game. First kill, based on the kind of slow opening, might be to the Lion. Right as I say that, Gabi is sending units across the map. Gabi, incredibly, what caught my eye when I first watched Gabi play, I watched her the first time about a year and a quarter ago, playing a game against Survivalist, and she was attacking him like crazy in 4 different locations. I think she was, to be fair, Survivalist was the Koreans, and she was, oh, what did she play? I think she was the Cumans. She does draw first blood, loses an archer for it, though. That's not great. And she was just going crazy with her mounted units, and Survivalist was just struggling to catch up with his slower war wagon army. Yeah, less than half your age, almost a third of my age. It's ridiculous. But I'm first of all, I'm glad that this game is still alive and somewhat popular amongst people who are not in their late 30s and 40s. Number 2, I love that it's alive internationally. I mean, I'm hoping Abdurrahman joins us at some point from Libya. And I love that there's just an entire new generation of players who are just undaunted and continuing to kick ass. Shutang, yeah, Gabi is very aggressive. I mean, you wouldn't tell it from this game. Hopefully, we'll see a bit more, but she is incredibly aggressive and incredibly... Her micro is fantastic as well. I mean, look at this. Threading the needle of the town center here, trying to get more scouting information with this one scout. We'll see the villager walling off.
Ready.
Down in army count, 1 ahead by villagers, 1. Interesting little base shape that's developing here for our Briton. Oh, true, John. I shouldn't assume that everyone's in their everyone's a senior citizen like I am. She was on yesterday morning stream as well. Yeah, Gabi. If I'm not mistaken, Gabi played against Red Phosphoru. But that wasn't the... I mean, that... Anytime you play against Red Phosphoru, it's not really, like, indicative of your overall holistic Age of Empires skills, right? Just because he's, his builds are so wonky. So... Let's see how she does in a more, let's say, traditional game. Does finally lose that one scout. Her army's kind of just hanging out, waiting for that Briton Castle Age to probably go crossbow bodkin +1 free range on them. Why the hell would you risk your army when it's suboptimal if you can wait a little bit? How many ranges are we working with? Just the one range for our Briton. Okay. Not walling in her base entirely. And our Mayan is also now heading up to Castle Age. He has 3 villagers more, 3 army more. His army is on this side of the map. But Gabi's army is going to have crossbow bodkin in a few minutes. Trying to shoo away some lumberjacks to the south, trying to poke his way into the north. You're only in your mid-30s. Like I said, yeah, I shouldn't assume everyone's old. There's the old crossbow bodkin, but her army is very out of position here, is our Britons. Funny about your streaming troubles. I streamed last night for the first time in years. Awesome. And oh my god, the struggle of getting it all set up made me remember some of the reasons why I stopped. Where did you stream, Cat? On YouTube? Twitch? Lemmy, what are we having for lunch? Mayan sandwich, but ching. I should have a little animation I can play whenever I make a very bad joke or a pun. And now with crossbows with bodkin, a unit with 8 freaking range in the Castle Age is ridiculous. On YouTube? Did you? Yeah, YouTube is... I mean, I can't say like anything bad about YouTube just because it's like the bread and butter of Cast of Empires, but YouTube is not Twitch. Let's put it like that. Ooh. Ballistics 14 seconds away. Should she have waited for ballistics? Her army gets cut off. High ground skirmishers. Oh no, the Briton army. The Briton army is about to get absolutely shellacked here. Absolutely wrecked. These aren't even elite skirmishers. Okay, well, that's all she wrote for the British Expeditionary Force. Siege Workshop back home. Still on a 1 archery range play here. Singa live at a normal time. Nice. Chicken parmigiana. Oh, that's so delicious. Get. Who doesn't like fried chicken with cheese and tomato sauce? Elite Sheepy. What are their Elos? Low 2400s, I think, for both players. Like 2415, 2430. Welcome to the live, by the way. Now, as scary as this force is, I'm assuming a mangonel is going to be enough to shoo this away. What is the follow-up for our Briton? I'm just curious to see how this matchup plays out with the archer units taking on one another with the infantry possibilities. Oh no, mentalist going around spaying and neutering the local feline population of the map. Mad Llama Productions, nice to catch you live. Bacon blue cheeseburger. Oh man, you guys are all making me hungry. Every time I want to focus on the game, somebody mentions some kind of delicious food. And then I go off and try to imagine what I'm gonna have for lunch in a few hours. Cat, not that I remember, no. You shared your new tires. Does Spirit of the Law play? Ooh, I don't know. Did Spirit of the Law ever play? We're back with another band of crossbows. This time they've got ballistics. This time the skirmishers are all the way across the screen. Oh yeah, I know. Oh, now I kind of want a big juicy cheeseburger. But like a good one, not like a McDonald's one. There's a restaurant in Toronto called Allen's. It's in the middle of like a Greek part of town. And it's these pub-style delicious hamburgers. But I used to love going there because the restaurant had a backyard where you could sit around trees, and it was like very naturey and very pretty. And it was just such a nice, cool, relaxed environment. I haven't been there in a while. Maybe I should check that out. So, another Briton army destroyed. The main Mayan army destroyed. Our Mayan not really using the 20% discount in Castle Age. You've only got 8 crossbowmen. Mostly skirmishers at this point. Somebody recently posted on Reddit, and I don't know. Let me know in the chat if you agree, disagree, your thoughts. Roaring Moose. Yeah, even earlier today. I want it to be done by lunchtime so I could go grab some food. That literally is the reason why I'm streaming at 11:45 and not what was yesterday, like 1:45. I just want to stream for a few hours and then go grab food. Somebody in Reddit posted that the Britons are a very sad civilization lately. They're so easy to counter with one unit being the skirmisher, or some kind of combination of heavy ram play. And thinking about it, it's not too inaccurate. Is this even walled off? Okay, there's a palisade behind here. Which is kind of sad for one of the OG civilizations. In 1v1, you almost rarely see longbowmen, just because they're so much more expensive than arbalesters to upgrade to their full potential. But I don't know, having a civilization that's so easily countered is kind of a sad thing. But I don't know, like, I'm still struggling with it. Is it 100% accurate? They still do get cavaliers. Their infantry line is absolutely perfect. I recently saw a game where a Goth player tried to spam infantry against the Britons, and the Briton champion just absolutely wiped the Goth player off the face of the earth. What will I be eating for lunch? I don't know. I'm thinking Indian food. My wife and I discovered a new restaurant that's like 30 minutes away. And we're very curious to try it. All the posts that are in subreddit are just people complaining I had to leave was too depressing. Yeah, that's why I love Reddit. It's like a toilet of opinions. A nice cat. Yeah, definitely post a picture. Mad Llama 9 a.m. coffee and AOE is a nice start. Is it an Irish coffee? The little a little something extra in there. Burger buns are, yeah, you gotta have a nice soft burger bun. You were craving some of that Little India butter chicken. Oh my god, I don't stop craving Little India butter chicken. Sure, tag, I will. I'll post some pictures of what we decide. Dylan, hello. Mentalist should be in a good nickname for the nations. A good nick for the nation. Are you saying Mentalist should be in the Nations Cup or a good nickname for the tournament? Jai Kumar, hello, hello. I am indeed trying some new timings. Hopefully they mean you don't have to join us at like 5 in the morning. And yet again, we're having ourselves... Mentalist, I'll give him one thing, is the high ground that he's continually taking. Gabi is very much letting him take all of the high ground in these fights, which is just... His units are already, most of them, some of them rather, are 20% cheaper than yours. You're not making use of your range that well, and you're giving him the high ground. It is not good news for the Briton. Good Nick is in good form. Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, that's British slang. No! No! Gabi gets pancaked. Malaysian English is largely British English. Yeah, I would imagine so. Looks like the crossbows did clean up. I'm sure a lot of English in the Asian part of the world is influenced by the British, given their extensive history in that part of the world. Short that. I've got some good pancake shorts coming up. I've got some real good pancake shorts coming up. That was very sour for Gabi. The good news is this army, for the most part, does not end games. Nobody GGs because their opponent has skirmishers. So someone's gonna have to bring some kind of heavy hitter here. And again, mentalist on the high ground. Again, mentalist on the high ground, able to withstand a mangonel shot. Yeah, Gabi's just not taking great fights right now, even though the kill count is not too... In terms of military kills, it's like, what is it, 54 to 58? So it's not the end of the world. I like the King of the Hill Castle. That part of the world, so like all of it, yeah. Yeah, Gabi's booming behind this. The good news is for her, 30 villagers ahead of her opponent. And like I said, skirmishers, even crossbowmen trying to insert here, they're not going to end the game. I thought the villagers were going to attack the crossbowmen for a second. And now Gabi pulls a reverse Uno card. Says, I'm going to attack your crossbows with my skirmisher. Our mine doesn't have a castle up. Do we expect to see plumed archers? Let's see what infrastructure our mine actually has. 1 barracks, 3 archery ranges. He's got 1,000 stone, does mentalist. He is heading up to Imperial. He's gonna hit Imperial long before Gabi. Although I say that, she's got 666 food. Singapore English is more American at this point. The richer parts are Americanized. Yeah, the Mayan privilege with the 15% longer lasting resources. It's like when you're going up against the Vikings almost. You have to factor in the wheelbarrow and handcart boosts. Jai Kumar, yeah, this is just a basic ranked ladder games that we're going to be watching today. Not tournaments. Man, oh man, have people been complaining about the World Desert Cup tournament. Man, oh man. I have never seen so many people complain about a tournament in my life. Not that I've been doing Age of Empires for that long. Just like almost actually, oh my goodness. My 2-year anniversary is coming up. Okay. Mayans are the only Mesociv, by the way, that doesn't have redemption, so no converting siege, no converting structures. Wow, I just like talked myself into remembering that I've been doing this for 2 years. Damn. In any event, in my entire illustrious and long 2-year career doing Age of Empires casting, I don't think I've ever seen anybody complain as much as people have been complaining about the World Desert Championship. I have no idea why. They're complaining the sets are taking too long. This is pauses and stuff like that. I don't understand it. It's a $30,000 tournament. Sit back and enjoy if you've got the time. If you don't have the time, just let the players play. I don't know. Sito and Hera are playing right now. Sito actually raided my Twitch channel twice. Not once, but twice. And I did post a game of him, yeah, a few days ago, beating Hera. Mongol Dravidian. His Mongol push was pretty damn strong. Yeah, social media amplifies everything, makes it like 10 times worse, but... And this is the kind of game I expected to happen here. Multi-pronged attack, 7 villagers down all of a sudden. Gabi's castle here attempted, then denied. Both players, I mean, floating a good amount of resources. Gabi has almost enough for 3. Now she does have enough. My apologies, she sold 300 stone. A second ago, she had enough for 3 castles. Dadzio, nice to catch you. What is a channel raid? A channel raid is when you're done streaming on Twitch, you can actually move all of your viewers onto another channel that's live streaming. So Sito, not the first raid I've had, pummeling the villager counts, but he once, I think like 2 weeks ago, finished his live stream and then transferred 200 viewers to my live stream. Yeah, Dylan, the 2993 elo loss for Hera was pretty freaking sour. But you know what? Like I said, kudos to Hera. Oh, wait a second. What's going on here? Oh, just barely survives with 1 HP. With 1 freaking HP. And Taka, it's 11 p.m. Oh, nice. I'm glad I could help you have a good rest of your evening. Why is the WDC generating so much dissatisfaction? There's a few reasons that I've seen so far on their Discord. Number one, the format of the tournament is apparently confusing viewers, having a 1 versus 1 and then a 3 versus 3. Players are also not liking that format based on their Discord comments. But more importantly, apparently there's like long delays between games because the maps are so hyper random and brand new. No one's seen them, even though they were available like a month or 2 ago. And not only the streamers like Hera who live stream their gameplay don't like the delays because obviously, you know, you don't want your audience like leaving just because nothing's happening on your live stream. Casters don't like the delay because again, no one just wants to hang around and watch nothing. But those are the main reasons. And then there was some silliness because I think Leary used one of the pauses to microwave some noodles. It's being called Noodlegate if you run across Noodlegate in your various social media readings on Twitter, on Instagram, whatever. Leary, I think, heated up some ramen noodles and caused like a 1 or 2 minute delay, and then people went nuts about that, and like I have no clue. It's all very weird, but the bottom line is I'm not 100% sure what the specific reason. I think there's like multiple reasons. I personally don't mind the tournament. I love the hyper random maps. I don't mind the pauses to let the players kind of investigate the maps and see what their best strategies can be. And I also don't mind delays between games because on this channel, delays of any kind mean basically we just talk about food. And who the hell doesn't want to talk about food and Nicolas Cage? We've got El Dorado. We're doing an eagle switch. And look at Gabi. Look at Gabi walling off half of the map here. Not close to her base at all. So she suspects that eagles are on their way. What is this defensive ring of trebuchets out of mentalist? Look at the villager kill counts for both players, 20 to 46. The ghoul, hello. You're still on your business trip? Is 12:18 too early to drink? Nah. I told you that Law Society story, right? When I was taken to task for not recognizing that my employer was asking me to drink in the afternoon. By the way, second time Gabi finds herself cornered with her army. No fewer than 4 mangonels and a monk. Onagers now. Let's see, can she pull a rabbit out of the hat? No, they all die. 1 mango does go down, though. Look, Gabi is losing units, but she's losing units in a grand fashion. Mentalist Elo, just I think a little bit over 2,400. Before marriage, was I a caster? No, I was not. I was never a caster up until 2 years ago. I just figured, you know what? This game is still around. You have the OGs, like T90, who basically kept this game alive. You've got Memb, who's been around forever. You got your, you know, your Daves and your T-Wests and your Ornlus. Amazing, amazing people. Then you got the players themselves who I used to watch, like Hera, the Viper, Doubt, Cito. our Briton is about to get absolutely wrecked, cartoon style. Holy shit. Gabi is not ready for 47 Eagles. The barracks are just now up. Just now getting two-handed swordsman, but oh man, look, she's got the food and the gold for a good healthy amount of champions. If she can keep the Eagles on this side of the map, maybe. But the bottom line is, when I saw that this game was thriving, I was like, you know what? I have a big mouth. I like to talk. I love this game. Why don't I throw my hat into the ring and see what people think? And so far, so good. There are some beers that are what my friend would call breakfast beers, like the lighter Stiegl Radlers, the grapefruit beers. Although I've learned that people with thyroid issues should not be having anything grapefruit related. Eagles to the south, Eagles to the north, obliterating the army. Now is when Gabi trains longbows. Okay, with their comically large arrows that are like bigger than they are. And they're now, yeoman, that is an expensive upgrade. That is what, like 35 champions that you're not training? If not more, 40? Oh no, okay, well, let's see how that works out for her. Her lumberjacks have just been slaughtered. Her archer army is gone. And here we go. Here it comes, the Mayan push. Oh, Shwetang, you got thyroid issues as well? Yeah, so so things like grapefruit you should stay away from grapefruit. Yeah, Kat, I'm with you as well. I'm not a big beer drinker. The only exception is like very light beers like Dos Equis or Coronas that are basically, they taste like water. This is very bad here for our Briton. That being said, she is killing the Eagles on the left, but the right side is under attack. Eagles are not fully upgraded, neither are her champions. She's training 19 champions at a time. This might be the worst location for Mentalist to attack into right now. A castle and a bunch of reinforcing barracks. But does he care? Actually, he should care because his population is not 200. And he's not even training a single military unit right now. Can Gabi hold here? Oh my goodness. Oh, you don't want to be chasing eagles. This is walled in? Okay. Maybe you do want to be chasing eagles. Remember, champions come with an absolute ridiculous +8 attack bonus. But these are El Dorados. Look at the army count. Gabi is ahead. Look at the villager count. Gabi is ahead. Her army is technically better. Both players getting blast furnace, I guess, realizing they were missing the last armor attack upgrades. But here come the plumes on the high ground with their +2 attack bonus, rather +1. They're just, they're not even elite yet. Okay. +1 attack bonus against infantry. What a hold. Like I said, this may have been the worst place for Mentalist to attack into. I get the need to kill a castle, but this is where all of her barracks were. She reinforced that Briton army. Holy shit, lightning fast. Ooh, John, what are you getting at your local gaming shop? No. No. Shwetang, I was like you. I was thinking, what a comeback. Why did she resign? Why did she resign? Oh my goodness, she's a head villager. She's a head army. And by the way, better army. Skirmishers will nullify the plumed archers, not as well as others because these guys come with a good amount of HP. Why did she GG? Xenoblade Chronicles 3. That sounds like something in the Alien universe. No. Way too soon. Look at this beautiful set of wall offs. I'm not sure what happened here. Maybe she got a villager stuck on the other side of the wall. But why did she GG? Oh, Gabi, if only you knew how close this game was. Maybe because she saw the castle going up? And is this her last patch of gold? Not that the Britons are a very gold-intensive civilization. You got a good amount of food. Not that you can really do too much with food as the Britons. Not exactly, You know what? I guess you could spam light cav. Why the hell not? This Mayan base isn't really walled in. Kumar, maybe she went on a noodle break. Damn, I suspect it's this gold being lamed. This last patch of 1400 gold. Ooh, if she only knew what we knew, which was that Mentalist was also barely holding on. I mean, eagles are not cheap, and he just spent a whole bunch of money on the elite plumed archer discount. And plumed archers aren't cheap either. I think they're like 39 gold. And skirmishers are 0 gold.
Ready.
So wow. Maybe if she knew what we knew, is just actually maybe if they both knew what we knew, which is that they both were barely holding on. Yeah, exactly, Cow. When we have the omnipotent kind of God's eye view, it's easy to kind of like, you know, quote unquote, figure it out. But that's why I like to kind of analyze things afterwards and figure out. I really do. I suspect it's this. I suspect it's this castle. But number one, kudos to Gabi for walling in her frickin' base with stone walls for the most part. I mean, the palisades are from like Dark Age and Feudal Age, so you're not going to, you know, you can't really upgrade those very well. But look at this wall off against the meso civs. How many times have I said in my videos, I'm like a broken record. If you're playing against eagles, you got to keep them out of your base. And she did exactly that. Mentalist went here with a few eagles, thinking it was nice and safe and he could maybe attack the economy from the rear a little bit. But nuh-uh. But at the end of the day, 82 villager kills to 37. I don't know. This is one of those like questionable GGs. I wonder if it really is just this patch of 3 gold that's about to get lamed. And she does not have the resources. Number one, she doesn't have a castle. So no trebs from her. Number 2, she only has, as the Briton, capped rams. They do not get the final siege ram upgrade, which, by the way, she has the food to upgrade. That's cost 1,000 food. So not a terrible situation to be in. Not great, but not terrible. Economies almost identical. Our Mayan, if he didn't get all 5 relics, would be behind about 10%. But with the relics, gets 7,000 more gold. Oh, the elite plumed archer upgrade costs no gold. Okay, well, there you go. Stone identical. Gold 7,000, 6,500 gold difference, 3,000 food, 7,000 wood. Our Mayan destroyed 33 build. Maybe Gabi thought that Mentalist was doing a lot better than he was. But on the whole, kill counts about 100 apart. Wow, Mentalist just... I mean, how many cool fights did Gabi take, though? Like I said, whenever I watch Gabi, it's always a fun, entertaining game. Whether it's those... Maybe I'll definitely going to make a short out of that with the Arbalester skirmisher force here, taking on those 4 onagers, that poor group of crossbows here that got cornered by the skirmishers. She did have a chance to come back. Her army was a great composition. Exactly. Her army was the perfect composition. And by the way, ooh, not fully upgraded yet, though. Did she not have... Oh, she didn't have chemistry. And she's got the gold for chemistry. Okay. In any event, it is what it is, and yeah, to Dylan's point, whenever a Briton sees siege rams, you know, you have to go, you're basically like, oh, F my life, FML. But in any event, whether or not she was close, her army, her hold here, absolute epic hold.
Briton?
I was like laughing, thinking, oh, okay, she's going to get absolutely overwhelmed by those 60 Eagle Warriors that were trained. But again, Mentalist chose the worst location to attack into, going after that castle. Although, to be fair, going after that castle means no Trebs. No Trebs means GG. So, joke's on yours truly. Mentalist takes this game. And bear with me, we'll load the next one. Ooh, let's watch a survivalist game. Speaking of Canadians. Just bear with me as I load it up. Roaring Moose, I really did try to cast games live from the, like actual live from spectator dashboard. But the 2 times I did it, the players, they paused the game for so long. It was literally like 20 minutes the first time and then like 25 minutes the second time. And 90% of the stream just like left. They didn't even say bye. They just like left. So I don't know about the risk of like the long pauses. Because I was trying to cast like mid to low to mid elo games as well. But doing it live always presents the risk of the players just like, oh. So it was exactly like World Desert Championship. Except there was no $30,000 prize. The prize was having to listen to me talk, which is not a prize for anybody. We've got Survivalist playing as the Dravidians, taking on Rivux, playing as the Vietnamese. Okay, so another fun archer civilization against another potentially fun elephant archer civilization. Let's see the fastest firing skirmisher take on the Imperial skirmisher. It's a prize for us. We love your voice. You know, Kat, I was thinking about it the other day. First of all, thank you so much, Rutang and Kat, for the compliments. I was thinking about it the other day. The last thing I thought when I started this channel 2 years ago, the last thing I thought people would like was my voice. I was less worried about like game knowledge and opinions and all this kind of entertainment value. I was like 99% sure that all the comments would be like, dude, this guy sounds annoying. This guy's voice is terrible. And that was my biggest concern. And then I'm getting, although there is somebody who posted recently that my voice is very annoying during my shorts that I cast. Or was it during a video? I don't remember if it was during a short or a video, but... Gautham, hello. Blue is about to get lamed hard. You think so? I don't know. By what? This goose? No. It wasn't on Reddit. It was somebody recently, like a week ago, on YouTube. Posted that my voice was, I forgot the word they used, silly or like annoying or whatever. Whatever. Don't get me wrong. I couldn't give less of a shit. It's just funny that that was the comment, and that was my big fear when I started the channel. Is like, oh god, who's gonna like your voice? Except maybe John Yang. Oh, we already took 2? I completely missed that. I was so full of talking about myself, I missed casting the game. Tony, how are you? Glad you could join us on this earlier live stream. Shwetang, I too am glad that I have a nice following. And nice in all respects. I think I might have the nicest Age of Empires community Not to like say anything bad about any other casters or content creators, but every time I go on like a T90 stream, half of it is like hateful shit. When I go to Mem stream, half of it is like insulting things. And not from the casters, from like the people in the chat. But our chat is pretty damn good, I would say. I think we're like pretty chill. Speaking of, I think I should probably cast the game. We've got a nice mirror spawn, a 9 o'clock position, a 3 o'clock position, one very neutral forest, and a relic right between the two. JC Wilson, you make good content and are very consistent. That's what I like about you. Thank you so much. You left out my towering and glorious personality. Yeah, Cat, exactly. Twitch chat is just like, it's like Reddit live. It's just a lot of, and like I said, that rarely happens here. That rarely happens with our community. We've had a few people here and there, but on the whole, like 99% not. Gold and stone to the forward position of our Dravidian. What does Survivalist have to the back? Extra gold, extra stone, a lot of wood. Okay. That's definitely going to help him take on an archer civilization. Extra gold, Tetris piece, very far off. But look at the openness of this base. East, north, completely open. But Rivux says, hold my beer. As the south, east, and west are completely open. Primary stone exposed, extra gold exposed, but primary gold, nice and secure. Extra stone, and ugh. How annoying is this for anyone who's not a Georgian or an Armenian? This weird shaped forest. So, Survivalist, I think, on the whole, with the better base spawn here. And remember, the Vietnamese can see on the minimap exactly where their opponents are. And so, he is heading straight there. Modding the chat is basically just dealing with the occasional bot at this point. Hopefully, as the channel grows, I mean, 3 villagers to construct a stable. Okay. What's the rush? Hopefully, a Dravidian stable, by the way. Why the... Okay, scouts. If you're not familiar with why I was a little bit surprised at the Dravidian stable, probably what the game's worst stable line. What are they missing? Let's take a look. No husbandry, no bloodlines, no final armor upgrade. It is just a terrible stable line. I like that you can relate to everyone over food and pizza. I mean, yeah, who doesn't love food and pizza? I guess if you're like lactose intolerant. But then now there's so many alternatives now. You can get like a nice non-dairy pizza. Tony, you're watching this live from the fire station at 2:30 in the morning. Oh my goodness. First of all, I didn't know you were a fireman. Awesome. And second of all, 2:30. Oh my goodness. Jonathan, hello. Just wanted to say hey and show some support. You did exactly what you intended to do. Appreciate the message. You, and me, and you are the reason. John, you are the backbone of this community. Without you, you're like the Age of Empire Rene Descartes coming here and asking us if we're still here, if we're still present. You're like a mantra reminding to ground us. Are we still here? Yes, John, we are still here. I mean, somebody in the chat who plays this game regularly, is a Dravidian scout push a thing? Because so far, Survivalist hasn't really accomplished much with his units. Not that our Vietnamese stable line is much better, but they at least get bloodlines and husbandry. Looks like Survivalist did manage to pick off a villager. Or is Survivalist just having fun here? There he is, lying dead underneath the palisade. I just heard a horse die, of course, right as I zoom out. And it is a Vietnamese horse. Okay, Survivalist. Damn. You're cat. Can you imagine I just like post a picture of myself Instead of the channel logo on the bottom left of the screen, I put like a picture of my face. Big Cast is watching you. Oh, of course, Cat and Shwetang and Super Jen. Like I said, this community has become incredible. Roaring Moose, you just feel like it's something everybody does? Yeah. Because at this stage of the game, you have to figure, even going Bloodlines is 150 food. Even going Husbandry is 150 food. And then add on top of that another 100 gold. So are your scouts really that much worse than everyone else's scouts? Unless they come with, like, features. Although, unless I'm mistaken, there's no Civ here that gets free Bloodlines or Husbandry, right? I'm thinking of upgrades. Basically, just the Magyars get the free attack upgrade. Oh my god, Survivalist manages to pick off yet another villager. But in exchange for 6 scouts, 5 of which he paid for, that is 400 food that he just spent on that little expedition. And now he's going those skirmishers, which again, fire at a 2.4. A picture of me eating pizza. Oh my god. Shwetang, I think I told you I was looking at my pictures from my latest New York trip when my wife was pregnant and we went on a bit of a food trip to New York. I was literally wearing the same shirt all week. And it's like me at various pizzerias. I said I was going to make a collage out of it, and I haven't. I apologize. I'm going to make one and post it on Discord. Literally me eating at different restaurants, stuffing my face, wearing the same stupid shirt. Oh, I didn't tell you about this? I thought I did. Longside, hello. AC Dragon Rider, glad you could join us. You missed an absolute epic battle. Conclusory battle. Is it conclusionary? Basically a concluding battle to last game. Massive Eagle Warrior swarm onto a Briton base. Yeah, the Franks with their 20 extra HP, the Cumans with the movement speed. Yeah, JC, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. I kind of feel bad for the Franks. Not that I really should. The Franks' extra HP really only matters in Imperial Age. Their scouts are subpar because they go from 45 HP to 54, whereas everyone who even the Vietnamese have a better scout with 65 to your 54. Kind of feel bad for the Franks in the early game, although probably shouldn't with their high win rate and their berry bonus and their free mill upgrades. Perhaps, but you forgot. Oh, Roaring Moose. Have fun waking the little one from a nap. Always fun when they see you and give you that big smile. Yeah, the Franks are pretty much an OG Alpha Civ. Even though on paper, like, again, like I said, the 20% more HP doesn't really kick in. If you think about it, scouts are not better than a Civ with Husbandry. Light Cav are not better than a Civ with Husbandry. No Hussars. Knights basically on par with a Civ with sorry, I keep saying Husbandry, I mean Bloodlines. Their Cavaliers come with 4 massive whole HP points more than everyone else. 144 to 140. And then their Paladins come with 192 to 180. Now, in the old-timey game, it used to be a huge advantage. But now you've got civilizations like... Oh, okay, some villager kills on the other side of the map now. Now you've got civilizations that basically counter all of that. Oh yeah, Cat, speaking of crap, my goodness, this morning at 6:30, when I picked up my little one from the crib, was there a big present waiting for me in that diaper. Holy moly. You tried playing as a Franks about a week ago and you got royally destroyed. Well, Grathrang, a fellow Torontonian caster who was with us yesterday, he's doing a thing which I think I'm going to steal. I'm going to let him know ahead in advance that I'm going to steal his concept. but he's playing through the civilizations A to Z. So he started with the Armenians, going to end with the Vikings, but he's playing, I think, like 30 games or so with each one to test which one he likes the most. And I asked him yesterday which civ he likes the most, and he was like, the Franks. So there you go. Throwing axemen are pretty damn badass. They need a better upgrade than bearded axe. +1 range is garbage. The only thing +1 range ever matters for a throwing axeman is if they're taking on Mamelukes with 3 range. Aside from that, the bearded axe upgrade is a terrible, terrible. It never ends. Oh, God. Well, he did have a lot of fruit pouches yesterday, so... Now, what do we do here as the Vietnamese? Do we engage this army with the knights and hope that high ground crossbows help out? Knights, which, by the way, have bloodlines. It's effective if you rush before the opponent gets bloodlines. Fair enough. And again, bloodlines, like we saw, does cost 100 gold, 150 food. Oh my God. I don't even remember what we're talking about right now. There are elephant archers on the field. 4 elephant archers. This is why he got the stable? So that he could transition into another 4-legged unit from an archery range? All right. A couple of gut pancakes possibly happening here. What are the upgrades on the elephant archers? +2/+2 is pretty damn good elephant archers. No details, you're having breakfast? Yeah, I wouldn't gross you out, don't worry. No, Grafrang was just on the stream yesterday. And he dropped by to say hello for the first time. And I pointed out to him that I was watching his journey among the civilizations. And asked him, I think he's on the Georgians now, if he hasn't moved on. And he mentioned how he really liked the Franks. Yeah, JC, I was joking. I was joking about the stable. Usually you would have some upgrades for them, or at least the very least one upgrade. But yeah, the Dravidians, absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing for that elephant. Okay, but you know what? Elephant archers. Can't complain. Now let's see Medical Corp. What are the costs? 300 food, 200 gold. By the way, I love this new user interface. It means I don't have to remember anything in terms of the costs of resources. The costs of resources. The cost of upgrades. My apologies. Yeah, Dravidian stable is absolute trash. Which is why I think they extended an olive branch and gave them a Woot Steel applies to cavalry as well. Give them a little, give them a little something. Your cavalry units may be down 20 HP. They may move slower than an elephant. They may not have the final armor upgrade, but yeah, you'll ignore armor with your 6 attack or whatever it is. Ooh, Dravidian Siege Workshop is super cool. Also remembering about their Siege Workshop, because it's a 1/3 less wood, remember whenever the Dravidians go up to the next stage, they get 200 wood for free. Which is an insane bonus in the early game, if you think about it. That's basically a free structure. Ooh, town center guns down the crossbowmen. Or maybe it was the skirmishers? Yeah, it was the skirmishers, my bad. I got excited. I thought maybe they moved in and then ran away and the arrows followed them. Getting 200 extra wood when you go up to feudal age is basically one of the 2 structures that you need to build to go up to castle age. Which means fewer lumberjacks, which means you can have more on food, maybe more on gold if you want to buy your way up. Tony, thank you so much for joining. Hope the rest of your night is quiet. No emergencies or anything like that. Yeah, Wood Steel could be very cool on cavalry, but I would imagine it's probably like a last ditch emergency situation if you're the Dravidians. Oh, look at this. Rivux is inviting Survivalist to enter his base. Come in, why don't you? Says the spider to the fly. But Survivalist is not falling for it. Siege Workshop on the high ground. Yeah, which game? The oh, wrong chat. I was gonna say Age of Empires crashing is nothing new. Final Fantasy. Oh man, is that series still around? Speaking of old-timey games, I love that our Dravidian is putting pressure on here, but our Vietnamese, if he manages to get up to Imperial, which is a big if with 100 food in the bank, is in a perfect position to deny these elephants. But wait a second. Skirmishers get zoned out. And here we go. Oh no, Rivux catching the villagers. Survivalist does have 685 stone. He just lost like 80% of his workforce. That is very sour. I mean, you kind of know why those villagers are there with a castle being dropped right in his face, but that was incredibly sour. Only 3 villagers survive. Okay, was only 3 villagers. 2 villagers. 1 villager. No villagers survive to tell the tale. Is Survivalist bringing more? No, those are skirmishers coming across the map. But holy moly, the tankiness of the elephant. This is where medical core comes in very handy. This is, by the way, for the Vietnamese, where iron casting might come in very handy. $2,002. Okay, he sees the he sees additional villagers coming forward. Survivalist oddly streaming his villagers right into the knights. How many stables does our Vietnamese have to reinforce this? 3. Not bad, not bad. AC Dragon Rider, you found Red Alert 2. But also started crashing. Oh my goodness. Craig, nice to catch you live again. How are you this fine day? Hopefully better than some of these villagers who have just been absolutely destroyed here. Well, infantry and monks, definitely one way to counter knights. Definitely 2 ways to counter knights. They can break it work. Ah, the best feeling in the world. Knight oddly just stands there. Knight dies. Rivux is making no attempt to lame this barracks or attack it or do anything. I mean, this castle. Oh my goodness. This castle has 590 HP. Just send a single unit, send a couple of knights to attack and Survivalist will cancel it. Instead, he's using my goodness, skirmishers to try to shoo this away. Now the knights are joining in as well. Is this game all going to come down to whether this one castle goes up? It's not even that bad. Not even that like scary of a castle. You lamed a bit of stone. He's not really training anything out of these 3 structures that he can't really replace with a bit more wood to the back, which is exactly what he's doing. You gotta make Survivalist pay though for the castle. You can't have your opponent thinking they can just walk all over you. Bad day to be a villager, skirmisher, elephant archer, or a Briton crossbowman, as we saw last game. Bizarre thoughts. We are live indeed. The games aren't live. I think the game was played like yesterday, but we are live. By the way, this looks like a very thick wall off here to the south on the mini map. Oh, he's expanding to the rear forest. But Rivux is housed. Survivalist is down about what is it? 18 population on the whole. And like I said, the castle will go up. It lames a couple of farms. But it does give our Dravidian a staging area here where you can attack the town center. But even with the fall of the town center, you got one up to the north, one to the back. Has Survivalist seen the one? Yeah, he has with his skirmishers earlier, my bad. He still doesn't have medical core, which is pretty much a priority when your elephants are missing 20 HP. It does kind of look like what Winchester did to him yesterday, although let's see if there's more than one castle. Urumis are out. This unit, if you're not familiar with the Urumi, is a triple threat. Number one, it comes with a charge attack. Number two, the charge attack does trample damage. Blast with 0.7 tiles. And number three, if you get Woot's Steel, they ignore armor. It is just a ridiculously powerful unit. Juimoot. I am indeed on Twitch. Thank you for saying hi. Sorry, bear with me. I think my sorry, my YouTube app crashed again. Juimoot, hopefully I said your name properly. Ooh, knights. Knights to the back, skirmishers to the front. Town center's still up. Now blue skirmishers are here. So now both players are kind of ripping into one another. One player has knights and skirmishers, the other elephant archers and skirmishers. Oh no! Survivalist not paying attention. Loses 3 mangonels. Why so many unique features for one unit? I don't know. But the Urumi is a badass unit. Any unique unit that is generic? No. The way you need to think about unique units is they are better versions of an existing generic unit. Like the Urumi Swordsman is essentially a champion with different features. The Rattan Archer is essentially an Arbalester with different features. That's how you have to kind of think about it. Although that's not 100% accurate for a lot of them. Like, what would the Hussite wagon be? I'm kind of contradicting myself. Sorry, I got distracted from the, with my YouTube app crashing. It looks like the Vietnamese attack has been stopped. And now we've got armored elephants. Seashell for the win. Gooey moot. But the gi is like in guitar. Gimoot. Okay, good to know. Thank you for letting me know. I hate mispronouncing people's names. But gooey mood is better. Okay. Shwetang, I love the raid movies. 4 mangonels for nothing. I absolutely love the raid movies. The raid movies are criminally underrated here in North America. No one knows about them. Not everyone cares about saying things right. No, I very much care. Cat, it scared you? I remember when I first bought my PlayStation and the remote vibrated, I was like, ooh, this is so cool. Seashell for the win. I also hang out at Survivalist live stream. Survivalist is such a chill live streamer, and I never get tired of him complaining about his the pathing of his units. I would do an impression, but it would probably be a bad impression of Survivalist. Of him saying, well, I clicked my units to the right. Of course they went to the left. No one can complain quite like Survivalist about the pathing in this game, because he does it in such a relaxed manner. And it's so fun. I love watching Survivalist live streams. Oh, annoying pikemen. Annoying pikemen. Oh, I just think I saw medical core. Okay, finally. Lampshire, do the Dravidians have the best elephant archers? Oh, that is a very hot debate. I mean, they have the fastest firing elephant archers. Well, look at that. Look at that speed, 1.36. That's as fast as a Mangadai. Does that make them the best? No. I don't think so. There's others with more HP. There's others with different features. I mean, the Dravidians do regenerate HP, but missing 20 with bloodlines is a serious drawback. Someone did a test and the Dravidian elephants won. Okay, well, there you go. Survivalist is playing really good considering the losses he's taken. Yeah, I mean, total kill count is pretty damn even. Survivalist has killed a lot more villagers. His elephants are running amok. Remember, they regenerate HP now, so the longer they stick around. Of course, they regenerate HP when there's one elephant archer left. Oh, he's getting all his he's getting a bunch of mining upgrades. I guess he does have technical map control if you look at the mini map. I don't see Rivux anywhere on the map. Rivux is basically stuck inside his base. Now he's attacking elephants. Sandland, yes. If you take a look at the if I highlight an elephant, take a look at where my mouse is at the bottom. Regeneration rate 30 HP per minute. All of their elephant units regenerate HP, which is, again, good or bad comfort when you're missing bloodlines. I don't know how the numbers all work out. Gibut, I find it interesting that Yellow thinks skirmishers will counter elephant archers, considering Dravidians can add better skirmishers. Yeah, exactly. I really do want to see Imperial skirmishers, though. Look at these guys. They just want to get to work. They just want to work on this castle, and the construction site just blocked over and over. Oh, John, why would you change your phone to grayscale in the middle of a battle? Some streamers become a top player. Any chance for you? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I am very much not because of like any lack of desire or anything, but I feel like just I'm too old. My hands don't work as fast as they used to. If I was like 18 and playing this game, 16 and 17 like I was, maybe I could. But at 41, I don't know that I have the bone density to do that. Well, Survivalist pulling a Winchester and pushing in with castles. JC, yes, I am Canadian as well. Bengalis have the best. Dravidians second. Rainer. Why don't skirmisher counter them? I bet they are a lot cheaper, and yeah, skirmishers do double the bonus damage against elephant archers because they have a archer and a cavalry archer bonus, and elephant archers have both. And if you take a look at their cavalry archer armor, -4. Why they don't counter this particular unit is because of the firing speed and the HP regeneration. Just the 230 HP is a ridiculous, it's too chunky. It's almost like on paper, you know, skirmishers counter conquistadors on paper, but you need like 3 skirmishers for 1 conquistador. Same principle here. On paper they do counter them, but you need like 6 skirmishers for 1 elephant, or I don't know if that much, but maybe 4 or 5 skirmishers for 1 elephant. In a few months, I'll be playing Hera. Can you imagine? Maybe I'll do it like as my grand Twitch reveal. I'll do one of those pay for play with Heras. Yeah, I saw in the Discord Shwitang that there's a few people considering playing against Hera from the group. I mean, Survivalist lost a lot of villagers. He killed a lot of villagers, 80 to 27. He ends up with a higher kill count. What a fantastic game out of him. Woot Steel still not gotten. None of the upgrades for our Vietnamese gotten as well. All right, well, not that we saw elephants. I would have loved to see Vietnamese elephants taking on Dravidians, but, you know, can't always get what you want. Economy is basically identical. I think the reality here for Rivux is he's just way... I mean, look at his line. Look at his vision. Aside from this small group of villagers here, he has almost no map vision. He's like stuck in a corner. Survivalist, on the other hand, has full map control. And now he's caught this gold mining operation, slowly but surely killing it, pressing into the farmlands. Once the farms are done, then all of a sudden, like, you can't even do paper money here because there's no forests left. All the forests are up here. So fantastic area to push into. Cat, you would get 5 to 10 minutes. I feel like if Hera ever played one like a normie, all he would do is just what he did to Red Phosphoru, which is just send, like, within the first 5 minutes, you'd have you'd have like 30 militiamen in your base. And then what the hell do you do? All right. Well, that was a fun game. Who doesn't like to see elephants? And let's move on. Who do we want to see? Let's watch an arena game. Let's watch an arena game. Okay, here we go. By the way, Rainer, I appreciate you joining us. Taking a break from killing Zerglings on the other side of the galaxy. All right. JC, no, the games were played like a day or two ago. But we're watching them for the first time live. Shwitang, I was looking for different maps today. I was looking for, like, Gold Rush is popular. I haven't seen Mediterranean in a long, long time. Yeah, we do, in fact, have DracKen playing as the Tatars, which Shwitang likes. And we got Uzzi playing as the Koreans. I think I'm saying his name right, Uzzi. I don't think it's Uzzi. I remember seeing a streamer from Venezuela saying Uzzi, so I'm gonna say Uzzi. If somebody in the chat knows if it's wrong or right, let me know. I originally thought it was Uzzi, but I think it's Uzzi. Do I ever watch co-op games? Co-op games are hard to cast. You don't know who's controlling what. Tatars have the lowest win rate. I'm always shocked when the Tatars don't have a high win rate. I think this is one of the most stacked civilizations in the early game, in the entire game. A sheep that has 150 food in it? Are you freaking kidding me? 2 free sheep, 300 free food for a town center. Better than the Lithuanian 100. Elevation bonus. 19 ranged trebs. Camels that explode. Basically countering anything that's on a horse, a camel, or an elephant. This civilization should have like a 80% win rate. I have no clue why it has such a bad win rate. Keshiks, exactly. Hey, you don't have gold? Go poke and prod at some enemy units and get yourself some gold. DracKen's always the underdog. Ooh, Craig is asking a good question for those people on Twitch who can't see on YouTube. What is everyone's favorite unique unit? I think Cat's gonna probably say Cataphract. People are too shy about the Tatar Atonement Monks, Tatar Halbs, and Siege. onagers. Everything that isn't part of the perceived identity. Could be. I mean, their unique techs are bonkers. You get extra armor on a whole bunch of units, including, by the way, their cav archers, if I'm not mistaken, who are pretty much a perfect cav archer. Again, there are some things I don't really understand. Like a year ago, I was ranting about the Vietnamese. I don't understand why their win rate was the lowest in the game. Cat says cataphract. Oh, siege engineers onagers. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I thought you meant siege, but yeah, siege engineers. Shwetank says Mangadai. JC says cataphract. Craig says Gulam. Mad Llama says Berserker. I mean, it's hard for me to say no to the good old Mameluke. Mameluke or Teutonic Knight, I would say, are my probably tied for first place. But gun to my head, probably Mameluke. Jai Kumar, the Janissary, since childhood. Oh yeah, JC, free thumb ring, free Parthian tactics, yeah. Just like economically, imagine starting every game, instead of 800 food from your herdables, you have 1200 food. Nobody said missionary? No, missionaries are too boring. But ching. See, this is where like a drum animation should pop up for one of my bad jokes. So this is going to be a fairly interesting matchup. I'm always curious to see Koreans on Arena, because they've got just so many good features. You can go full on archer play. You can go tower. Speaking of long range, this game actually is going to showcase the longest range Trebs versus the longest ranged Mangonels. 19 range to 10. Ooh, camel archers. You know what? Rovsi, who hasn't been here in a while, probably would love. He said that he loves camel archers being the most cost-effective, or I forget what exactly his wording was, but he said it was like the best unique unit. I know Chris from Italy probably would say camel archers. He's a big Berber stan. JC says elite conic. Oh, conics are good too. Conics are so hard to counter. If you counter cavalry, you die to their infantry dismounted. Bizarre Thought says Mangadai. Oh, John, I forgot to ask. Yeah, that now that your store is open, they had your Xenoblade Chronicles. Is that a game? Is that a comic book? What is that? I'm not too sure. 25 villagers up pop. It looks like our Tatar is going to head up the feudal age first. Our Korean probably, yeah, already starting to go for gold, but our Tatar already has 3 on gold. So in Arena, a few things you want to look for is where are the internal resources located? Oh, it's a game. Ah, okay. After Red Phosphorus strat, has Ratha become favorite? Oh, that's a tough question. Everyone hates the Ratha. I think everyone loves to hate the Ratha, but I love the Ratha, chariot unit. A little anachronistic for this game, but so are gunpowder units, I guess. DracKen's 3 resources are all in the back position. Very good for him. And look at the location of this relic. I mean, if he was in the casino, he'd be walking out with a freaking hand pay right now. He's got a relic right in front of his base. He's got all 3 of his resources secure to the back. Our Korean, 2 of his resources are in the forward position. 1 is off to the side, very close to this very easily cuttable forest. Although, our Korean does have 1 relic to the top left, center, and bottom right that are kind of close to his base. But I don't think I've ever seen in an arena game a relic spawn literally 4 tiles away from a base. I don't think I've ever seen this. First time you play the Bengalis, you're like, what the hell is this thing? Yeah. The problem with the Rata is just, I don't care that it's expensive to upgrade. That part doesn't really bother me. It's the way too many armor classes. Same issue I have with the Arambai. The Arambai suffers from the same problem. It's got like 1 million armor classes, which means it takes bonus damage from basically everybody in this game. Okay, it looks like players are going to head up to castle any second now. Yeah, after the villager completes, our Tatar will have a 20-second lead. 0 TC idle time for both players is fantastic. Another thing I like to look at on Arena is whether or not forests form any part of the wall off, which is always very annoying. But no, in this particular setup, not at all. Ooh, Gotham says Woad Raiders. Yeah, Woad Raiders are super cool too. Super powerful. The lightning fast speed of them is ridiculous. Relic on the doorstep. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, I don't think I've ever seen this. John likes the Conquistador and the Teutonic Knights. And says this is his first time watching the live. Like your videos. Thank you so much. I appreciate the comment. Welcome to our live family. Eagles are pretty cool. Eagles are ridiculously cool. So many attack bonuses, such a versatile unit. I love that the 3 civs have each their own little twist on unique upgrades. From fabric shields to El Dorado to Garland Wars. Mayan is still my favorite with the 100 HP. Okay, DracKen evens up the kill count after losing his scout inside that base. Aztec Eagles with the +4 attack. Yeah, what do they attack on Aztec Eagles? A 17, I think? When fully upgraded with Garland Wars? Bizarre Thoughts, I love the Bengali Castle. That big red structure. Castle Age. Extra TC to the back. Extra TC to the back. Okay, both players still sitting on 100 stone. Neither player having the wood count for a 3rd town center. Okay. After Garland Wards, our champions have a 21 attack. Yeah. Yeah, the Aztec infantry is just badass. Their pikemen, too, are not a weak unit. With the +4 attack being added. Oh, Jai Kumar, you think the Conquistador accuracy should be improved because they're on foot? Interesting. Bengali for Team Islands. What's the Bengali bonus, the team bonus? Is that the trade cards generate food in addition to gold, right? All right. DracKen manages to pick off a monk here. So we've got a Battle of the Light Cavalry developing. Korean versus Tatar. And the Tatar is running away. The question is, will DracKen take this relic immediately? Or will he take the riskier relics first and leave this one for last? Because there's absolutely no way Uzzi is taking this relic. Zero chance. Yeah, it's like 10% food, right? Okay, never mind. He's just going for the easy target first. As his light cav gets healed up. Okay. DracKen peels one scout off. Oh, a little bit too slow to catch the monk, though. He's running to the hill. This, Gimut, this is one of the things that's really sour for the Tatars on Arena. There are no hills. There is no elevation on this map. I was very excited because, what tournament was it? I think it was Mem's tournament. The arena map had a little bit of elevation in it. But I feel like the Tatars get royally shafted. Maybe that's why they have such a low win rate on Arena. Absolutely no elevation here for them to take whatsoever. Another blue monk dies. Red monk gets a relic. It looks like we're sitting at 1 relic apiece, but where did this one go? Ooh, it just got dropped off. No, did it not? Where did this relic go? DracKen took it. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. So we're going to have 3 relics to 2 for teal in a second. Unless red... I mean, he's going to kill the monk, but the relic was brought closer. Fortress has some? Yeah, Fortress does have... Actually, does Fortress have high ground? I think it does, right? I don't know what the logic is behind not having any elevation on arena. Oh, this is beautiful for DracKen. Push into the... Oh, no, he lost the unit to a conversion. That's not supposed to happen. Exactly. Now push into the monk. Distract Uzzi. And then your monk can return nice and safe with this relic. This one can shoo him away with a conversion attempt. There we go. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, it all went so sour. It all... Oh, that's... But he got the 2 monks here. Or at least the 1 monk. No, there's 1 monk here behind this, I think. Maybe not. Oh my god, neither player has a monk right now. Unfortunately for Uzzi, who's stuck at 60 population, this relic is now inside the base. So a little bit of a silver lining there to losing 2 monks for nothing. Oh man, that Bengali 2 villagers up. 2 free villagers for a TC. That is such a ridiculous bonus. Fortress, JC says Fortress does have hills. Okay, good, good, good. 4th town center for our Tatar. A 3rd went up a little while ago for our Korean. So phase 2 of the game is over. We have basically taken all the relics to our various national museums, plundered the map of its rich history, and it is our Korean who is moving out with a siege workshop. No villager having any stone whatsoever, but both of them for some reason have 190 stone. Where do they drop the 10 extra stone? On what? Am I missing like an outpost or 2? Whoa, why do they both have 190 stone? Oh, never mind, they're just mining stone. Okay, yeah, my bad, my bad. Yeah, Jai Kumar, it pisses me off too. Right now, DracKen should be budgeting for another monastery literally right here and moving the relics back, but none of them ever seem to do it. I get on like Arabia when your monastery might possibly form part of your wall off to have it in the forward position, but on arena, okay, the 25-minute dower drop. Cat, see you soon. Oh no, not again, not again. What the hell? That is so sour. Now he's firing away at the monastery. Let me out, let me out. Yeah, Gautham, that's the only explanation I can think of, is the closer it is to the outside, the closer the monks are to the outside. But like I said, at this point, our Tatar with 1,000 wood really should be building a monastery back here and then shuttling the relics back and forth. But wait a second, don't pop out your monk. Why do you pop out your monk when there's Lightcap still here? Oh, he's going straight for the monk. No, okay. Our Korean is pressing in here. Okay, he stopped attacking the monastery for some reason. I mean, you know you're gonna lose these units. Go scout with them. Yeah, exactly. Here we go. Go see what your opponent's doing. You see 1 town center. If you saw 4 town centers, but never mind. Tatar units for the win, and both players are heading up to Imperial. He snuck in units from the outside from a little gap in the wall. Epic move out of our Tatar, gets the mangonel, and now all the pressure, basically just 1 unit, the battering ram. And if he can nullify that, he's in a good spot. But let's see what Uzzi does with his Imperial Age advantage. He's housed again. A very defensive castle. Okay, so he is not he's not committing to this attack at all. His army's moving backwards. His castle is defensive. I don't know. This seems a bit of a waste, no? You can tell he's feeling the pressure with all of the wood that he's floating. Yeah, 1,700 wood is a lot. Let's see flaming camels. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get to see flaming camels this game. Just because I don't think we're going to get to see cavalry at all out of our Korean. Now that the relics have been accounted for. And there it is. There's silk armor. Let's see that armor jump up on these units. I love flaming camels, but against anything other than cavalry or camels or elephants, they are not great. Although I love that they changed it now that you can train them out of a siege workshop whenever the hell you want in Imperial. And there it is, +2, +3 armor now. Conscription for our Tatar. So what's the name of the game here? Step Lancers for the Tatar? And our Korean with the 50% cheaper wood cost on ranged units, I'm assuming is just going to go heavy into range. Okay. Was I mistaken? Did I not see the... No, I did not see. I'm completely mistaken. Oh, look at that. Chemistry. All of the blacksmith upgrades, just missing ballistics, which is 3 seconds away. Now he is facing silk armor, which I believe also applies to the step lancers. I don't know if tower push failed or tower push abandoned, but he's moving his army backwards. Ooh, very cocky town center placement that Red is going to see with this outpost. I mean, you got to love that both players are so similar minded that they know exactly where the other player is going to go. Blue is going to go for the relics. Red knows it. He's going to see the villagers coming forward. They're going to be like, duh? What's going on here? Oh, and then he builds it anyway. Okay. Well, there you go. House. I think you can spend 5 stone to plug this up. I don't think you need a house. As a single Korean villager. Now 3 dead villagers. So not a lot of villager kills this game. But out come those Tatar Trebs. No siege engineers. No Timurid siegecraft. Yeah, like, what did you expect? What did DracKen expect here? Both players housed at 150, 155. What the hell is going on? Are we watching an MBL game? Ching. I think Elite Step Lancer with silk armor has as much pierce armor as a paladin. Underrated unit for Tatar Imperial. What is that? 7 pierce armor on a paladin? Yeah, look at that. If our Korean doesn't get a halberdier soon, he is just going to get absolutely curb stomped by this absolute mass of elite step lancers. Okay, there's halberdier. Good. How many barracks? Okay, he's going up to 6, but only 4 are active and 1 is researching halbs. So only 3 of them are training units. This town center denied at 83.88%. Mark it to the back. Are the relics still in the forward position? Yeah, they are. Single light cavalry with 2 HP survives. Our Tatar is floating a lot of gold. Our Korean is floating a lot of stone. And now Red is going to see the Step Lancers. And he's going to be like, oh, WTF. What the hell are my skirmishers going to do against this? And the answer is absolute jack nothing. Okay. Onagers, though. Onagers. You know what? The power of the Step Lancer is in its ability to clump up and stack. But when you stack, you are a lot more exposed to siege onager shots. To be fair, on the whole, not a bad trade for Red. Losing a bunch of trash units. But he lost the onagers as well. And now what's going on? Teal wants to secure the stone and the gold. But already 20 halberdiers are back here, back up and running. Barracks count 11 barracks. This is going to be so much fun. This is going to be so much fun. You know what the Tatars want? Hand cannoneers. Oh yeah. I mean, this is going to be epic. Just don't go in. Advice for red: do not fight in choke points. Advice for teal: get off of move command. Ooh, he's going for the stone miners. Remember, the Korean stone miners do work 20% faster than normal. Now he's going for this stone patch. Army count 57 to 33. Both players reaching, grasping for 200 population. Teal again doesn't notice. Again takes a whole bunch of pokes and prods. Trying to get the castle up, and there are those 2 free sheep that become Korean. Now, when they become Korean, do they still have 150 food? I don't know. Questions on questions on questions. Treb does survive against the very weak onslaught of glorified pikemen. Villagers are inside here. Should clear up the halberdiers pretty easily. So, a bit of a detente has been reached. Heavy cav archer. Chemistry. Okay. That's not a bad play against halberdiers. That's going to add a nice little attack bonus. What is it, +4 against spearman line units? It looked like red wanted to take the sheep and then teal caught them as they were moving out. Absolutely epic. 62 elite step lancers. Fully upgraded. With unique tech. Treb does have siege engineers, but no Timurid just yet. Not that he can't afford it. Siege engineers for our Korean as well. Did he research anything? Yeah, he got a Yepseong, so the extra range on his towers, but he did not get Shinki-chan for the range on his onagers. And here we go. Come on, give us one big, massive battle, although the halberdiers are seriously outnumbered here. And no more onagers to support. They are going to get taken to Pound Town. Oh, that is so gross. That is so gross. Couple of heavy cav archers. Was I right about the +4? No, my apologies. Oh, they have Parthian tactics. My bad. My bad. +6. Blue should attack on the sides. Ooh, Blue's town center is down to the 2 Trebs. But Red's castle is down. I guess no more war wagons for Uzzi. Who is training skirmishers? Okay, that's one way to deal with a few of these cav archers. That was absolutely a slaughter of halberdiers. Where are you going, Mr. Skirmisher? AC Dragon Rider popping up right as the big battle happens. I mean, our Tatar has the better army, the more numerous army. Hussars with the extra armor as well. Yeah. I mean, this was just a, that was an atrocious battle. I don't know why Uzzi took that battle. Oh, thank you. Who was that just followed on Twitch? I apologize. I didn't catch your name. Say hi in the chat so I can give you a proper thank you for following. Okay, TC down. Mining camp replaces it. That was just an atrocious battle. And this isn't like another one of those matchups like we talked about, skirmishers versus elephant archers. Matias. Nice to meet you as well. Thank you so much for following. This is another one of those matchups where on paper you'd think it'd be a lot closer, but the fact that the step lancers can stack and just overwhelm, you need like 3 halbs for every step lancer. It's not, you can't be outnumbered by step lancers with halberdiers. I mean, what were the numbers there? Sorry, I guess there's an easier way to do this. Yeah, I'll just... The bombard cannons are nice. I bet he prefers you had onagers instead. 39 halbs. Ooh, fully upgraded for the Koreans, which is unfortunate. 39 halbs to 61. So 22 more step lancers. And let's see how this... I mean, this was a fun battle. Let's just see how it all played out. Bombard cannonballs taking some HP. But again, nothing particularly special about these bombard cannons. They're not like Ethiopian bombard cannons there would have done a lot more damage with their bigger blast radius. And to be fair, once the battle actually starts, it's 26 to 41, but now you've got Cav archers with a +6 attack bonus against your unit. Yeah, this is not even close. This is not even close. Exactly like against paladins. Yeah, and in the blink of an eye, even on slow mode, in the blink of an eye, they just absolutely get wrecked. And then the inevitable GG. Wow. Okay. Step lancers. Like on paper, the halberdier should have done a better job, but the problem is too, you've created your base in such a way that there's a lot of choke points here. And against hussars, halberdiers in a choke point are fantastic, but against the unit that can stack, choke points are not your friend. And so it's no wonder he's running his halberdiers into this open clearing here next to the stone. Our Korean dies with 1,800 gold and 1,200 stone in his bank account. I mean, I like that he has the Upseong, but I don't know. He does have bombard towers. So why didn't he... he has the gold for it. Why did he not put down more towers? I guess it's that extra armor? I don't know. Let's take a look at the stats. Economy is very similar. Our Tatar with one more relic does take a little bit more relic. Food and gold. There's your Step Lancer army. 1 conversion apiece. That's hilarious. 27 raisings to 6. But look at the final kill count. No surprise, 100 more kills when you're fighting against halberdiers. 43 villager kills. Wow. All right. Well, let's watch one more, I think, and then that'll be it for today's live stream. Let's watch another survivalist game. Because why the hell not? Survivalist is always fun to watch. Yeah, bombard towers would have been epic there. Not like... I say epic. It's hard to say because the trebs were out, right? But... I think some kind of towers would have helped. Not that anything really would have helped with those numbers, but... You were just seriously outnumbered. If you're going to build an army of halberdiers and skirmishers, you need to like outnumber your opponent 1.5 to 1. 1.5 to 1 at the very minimum. Like, there's a reason those units don't cost gold. Anyway. So, final game of the afternoon. Thank you so much for everyone who's still with us and who joined. We have got Twigg playing as the Teutons in blue and Survivalist playing as the Mayans in red. Isn't it weird that bombard towers barely damage wooden rams? Yeah, it's one of those Age of Empires things. One of those fun things. War wagons could have been a good choice too with their thick HP. All right, so Teuton, in your face civilization. Extra armor on their barracks, on their stable units. And we saw the Mayans already. Pretty much an archer civilization. With the chunkiest eagle of all. Is there another John? Yeah, there was another John here earlier. Whose favorite unit, if I remember correctly, was the Conquistador. Ooh, Jai Kumar, I don't know the elos. I think like 22 to 2300 is the elo of the players. Let's take a look at the map. Ooh, lots and lots of forests in between the players. That's going to be fun to watch. That's going to be good for the Mayans. Teutons not exactly the fastest on their feet, missing husbandry. And let's see where the resources are. Primary gold, ooh, annoyingly forward. Stone is secure. Not that I think Teutonic Knights are going to... Actually, you know what? Is this a matchup where Teutonic Knights are actually going to be very good? If you can wall yourself in, what do the Mayans have that can take on a Teutonic Knight? None of their archers are going to do any damage to it. Come on, let's see Teutonic Knights. Come on, Twigg. Use that safer stone, get a castle up, and start pumping out them Teutonic Knights. Extra gold to the back, extra gold off to the side. Secondary gold in the forward position. I love the forest coverage. This is pretty much a nice, secure base. We'll see how he walls this area off. Might want to take the high ground here. Our Mayan base. Oh, look at this. Survivalist has a little shield on the north portion of his base. Oh, there you go. Now we've got a John Duopoly. Look at this. This is pretty cool. Not going to be able to cut through this until Imperial Age. So that's a nice little shield. That saves him a little bit of wood walling off. But, oh man, look at the east and the south completely open for Survivalist. Gold to the back, stone to the front. Ooh, look at this. Extra gold up top, extra gold. 3 of your 5 resources in one part of the map. Not a big fan of that. And then extra stone to the back as well. Has he seen it yet? Yeah, he has. I love when the players use their sheep to go into these little tiny gray spots. Like, you know there's not going to be anything here, right? Just like you know there's not going to be anything here. But just visually, as somebody who, let's say, not OCD, but OCP maybe. I love when they clear out these little dark spots just because. Even though, again, you know there's not going to be anything here. You don't really need to clear this up. It's just a nice little thing on the mini-map to have. And Survivalist is already starting to wall this base in. Our Teuton. Completely open. Oh, yeah, plumed archers with their infantry attack bonus. Right. I completely forgot about the plumed. Sure thing, you do that also? Believe me, I mean, this is kind of weird for Survivalist. He must think that there are 2 forests here. Little does he know that he lucked out in the Age of Empires lottery and that it is, in fact, one big, giant connected forest. Yeah, he's going to discover it now. Oh, no, he sent this guy to clear out the little dark space as well. That's hilarious. Kara made a video of Red Phosphor going fast castle Teutonic Knights on Arabia against T90? Oh, Lord. I would imagine that is an epic fail, yeah. What Civ was T90 playing and how did he respond? Cat, I have been thinking about nothing but hamburgers this entire last 2 hours. Literally nothing but hamburgers. You left your sheep out for too long. Twigg took it. This sheep now belongs to the Teutonic Order. How can he do that if he never farms? What is this joke with T90 and farms? I'm too new to the scene to know what that's about. So we have farms or farm placement. Sure thing, you're gonna have to order food before you go to sleep. T90 was Berbers and he went Knight Monk. Very interesting. I assume he body blocked with the Knights and then just converted the hell out of the Teutonic Knights. Oh, he never... Why does T90 not farm? How do you play this game without farming? Chili oil to your ramen, and it was necessary. Nice. I got a chili cooking oil that I once used to make my wife an omelet, and I didn't tell her. And she was like, very upset. Would I say Poop Lord is considered a rising star? No. Poop Lord is already a star. Poop Lord's awesome. But his elo, the thing with Poop Lord is I don't think he plays really for the elo points. He kind of just like messes around because he's one of these players that actually like loves this game. And you can tell that Poop Lord loves this game. Always trying new strats, always trying new things. I don't think he really does it for his elo. Like he'll crash his elo 200-300 points if he has to figure out some kind of strategy. Similar to Red Phosphoru. Except Red Phosphoru does it at 1,000 elo points higher. But in my books, Poop Lord is already a star. By the way, Poop Lord was one of the first supporters of this channel. Like when I had like 20 or 30 subscribers, he was already asking me for like collaborations and stuff, which was pretty neat. Does masala chips actually have a kick to them? Interesting. Yeah, JC, Red Phosphorus doesn't make any farms because his games generally don't last long enough for there to be farms. Red Phosphor either overwhelms you or he just like the game devolves into chaos. By the way, in an hour when my 3 p.m. video comes out, it is a Red Phosphoru Huang game that just devolves into chaos. And I hope everyone enjoys it. But it was a very fun game, very chaotic game. Yeah, bizarre thoughts. I think so too. Like, but again, I if Poop Lord wanted to, if he actually wanted to become 2K2 to 2K4, I have zero doubt in my mind he would. Not even he could, he would. His mechanics are fantastic. His micro is great. He knows the game inside and out, like pretty damn crazy. I remember when the Portuguese bonus of the berry pickers also generating wood came out, and everyone was instead of going for a lumber camp first, everyone was going for a mill first. He came up with a strategy that would overwhelm you with scout units in like 12 or 13 minutes, and I casted it for him. Like I said, if he wanted to, he could be a 2K2, 2K4. I just don't think he really cares enough to want to be that level. I think he just has so much fun with the game that he doesn't really care. Which is kind of like Red Phosphoru, right? Red Phosphor always says he's a player third. First, he's a theory crafter, then he's an enjoyer of the game, and then he plays it third. Oh, Cat, that's the worst, though, isn't it? When you buy a potato chip and it barely has any seasoning in it. It surprises you some of the games that Poop wins. I also just like that his Discord is called the Toilet Bowl, which is so gross. So gross. Okay. Survivalist does not want to deal with late game Teutons. Who the hell can blame him? So he is putting on some good pressure here. No villager kills as of yet. Skirmishers somehow shooing away eagles, even though they're out of position here. I mean, if Twigg keeps doing moves like this, he's going to keep losing skirmishers. Again, they're out of the town center. I'm not too sure why Survivalist is being so hesitant with his eagles. Oh, because he doesn't have any armor upgrades on them. Okay, okay. I thought maybe with some armor upgrades, he could at least dive a little bit, like maybe up till here with the town center to chase the skirmishers, but no armor upgrade makes them not that great. I agree. Pringles has become super stingy with their spices on their chips. I recently bought a Pringles all-dressed chip, and it barely had anything on it. I was so upset. Like, legit upset. Oh, by the way, this is a one-way trip for Survivalist because his army is trapped in here. This is Survivalist, no way home. Teutonic Knights will crush these eagles. Remember, they do come with a free +1 melee armor now that they're in Castle Age. And Knights in general are just going to crash through this. But now that Survivalist is in Castle, his eagles do come with an attack bonus against the cavalry. It's small, +2, but he's got a lot of eagles. Well, he had a lot of eagles. He had a lot of archers. Now he's got a whole lot of nothing. Buy some ketchup chips. It just comes out as chips. That's the worst. They're like the LaCroix of chips. That's such a good, such an apt comparison. He does not see. Oh, he's literally one tile away from seeing the palisade. He's gonna see it now, and now he sees the palisade, sees the siege workshop, and our Teuton. Survivalist needs to right click, derp out. Gotta get this siege workshop up and running. It is up, but now you've got cavalry hot on your heels. What are you gonna train out of this? David Hill, how are you? Cast of Empire's Heresy. This is the I've sent my toddler to daycare and now find myself with afternoons a little bit freer than I usually have, and therefore what to do but to cast Age of Empires. Our Teuton's kind of circling. Like I said, no husbandry, so not the fastest. Fully upgraded, a Teutonic heavy cavalry unit like a knight, a cavalier, a paladin doesn't move much faster than an elite eagle warrior. I think it's like 1 point. Actually, no, my apologies. They move slower. It's 1.35, right? Yeah, 1.35. I think an eagle is 1.43 when it's elite. What's the basic scout right now? 1.1. Okay, so not exactly the most. Mangonel is on the way. 2 of them are out. The town center is under bombardment. I like that Twigg put a bunch of structures here on the high ground, so Survivalist can't really take the high ground. He's not paying attention though, but wait a second, he is on the high ground. He's on the slope of a hill, which means 2 shots needed to kill that Mangonel. At the same time, town center is being denied here. Yeah, I think Cat and Shwetang, I'm gonna do a mixture of live stream times. It's gonna be weekend, Friday, Saturday will be the evening ones, maybe an evening one during the week as well, but depending on how much free time I have during the day to record my daily video and shorten stuff, maybe I'll try to fit some extra streams in throughout the week. Chips must be banned. It is awful. Chips are delicious. Everything is awful. Everything is poison these days. Oh, the last eagle falls for the Mayan. That being said, 20% cheaper crossbows should do a good job shooing away some of these knights. And now Twigg pushes out. He's housed at 75. What is going on with these players being housed over and over again? Just now constructing a house. How much of Survivalist bases are Teuton seen? Okay, good set of double wall-offs. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, you don't wanna take too much of wood here. Unless you open up the rear. Just finished networking class, so I'm glad you could join us after class. Yeah, Kat, wasn't there like a case in the US where some some fraternity got sued because one of their pledges drank like 10 liters of water in one night and then died. It was, I forget if it was a fraternity or a sorority, but somebody died drinking like 10 liters of water in one sitting. Why does the human body like food that's not healthy? That is a good question. Stutter stepping, killing those knights, but I like that he's forcing the destruction of a bunch of structures, but the knights do get the surround, and let's see how many knights will survive this. Will he pick off one more? Oh, it survives with 3 HP. Where are you going? Where are you going? There's still 2 crossbows. Mission not accomplished here. Okay, so he sends one back. That was weird. Okay. Twigg, the little oopsie daisy. A gallon under 30 minutes. Yikes. Cat. I don't mean to laugh, but that's really funny. The body wants what the body wants. And here we go, round 2, but this time there's mangonels. Oh, sour. San Medina. My Juan casts are hilarious. Keep it up. Stay tuned for another hour. In another hour, an amazing Juan game comes out. Him taking on Red Phosphorus. Oh, it happened on a radio show as well? Well, there you go. Okay, the crossbows, who knew all they needed was a full town center to support them. And now take out the knight count. I mean, like, for example, right now, tell me, would Teutonic Knights not just overwhelm this Mayan settlement? If you can get rid of the monastery? That's okay. Teuton Knights. Man, oh man, have I gotten in trouble because one of my shorts a few days ago, I said Teutonic Knight to describe this unit. And man, did people pile on. I think in a joking way, so I loved it. They were like, where's there a Teutonic Knight? And I was like, this is a Teutonic Knight. This is a Teutonic Mangonel. This is a Teutonic Villager. This is a Teutonic Stable. And people are like, no, these are Teuton Knights. A Teutonic Knight is that specific unit. Salvador, where are my AoE fans at? I don't know about AoE 1. The Gallon Challenge. I mean, that anyone who undertakes anything called the Gallon Challenge, I mean, you're like begging to be, you're like begging to get your body wrecked. Oh, they meant Teutonic Knights. No! Stop clumping your crossbows. Oh my god. So many good pancakes. Tower is up. It's going after the villagers. Brilliant move. He's going to deny the castle? That is fantastic if he can. There's one villager left here. One last live villager. And she is repairing the mangonel, but she dies as well. Okay. But I see a bunch of blue dots moving forward. Okay. 12 villagers. The Dirty Dozen is making their way forward here. Tower is about to fall. Crossbows clearing up the knights. And this castle is definitely going up. Red's gonna fight an uphill battle the longer the game goes. Yeah, and that's exactly why Survivalist, I think, was pushing into him so hard earlier on. Ooh, Mangonel shot. Looked like it hit, but did not. That one did. Come on, Mangonel. Come on, Mangonel. Oh, he's moving into the minimum range. Survivalist with the break brain moves. Picking off villagers, minimum range of the Mangonel. This requires so much micro. 36 minutes in, I'm gonna guess, is his peak micro. Oh god, the cinnamon challenge is so gross. The only challenge I would do is the hot chip challenge, which I think I'm gonna record and put on Discord at some point. Salty crackers is also a good one. Man, does your mouth go dry. What's with American food contests? I haven't heard of this in any other country. Maybe they're just too poor. Not really. The American food contests are usually the more cucina pobre foods, like the hot dogs and chicken wings. Americans just like to eat. Eat, baby, eat. There's a new documentary out on Netflix about the two hot dog champions, Kobayashi and oh, what's it? I always forget the other guy's name. And wait a second, this is the problem when you jack too much wood. It leaves you open in the rear, and now knights are inside the base. What the hell's the name of the champion? Joey Chestnut. Joey Chestnut. Did the Mayan chop their lucky forest cover? Yeah, he did. And now there's a castle there. Oh, I've seen Beard Meats food. Azor, 1984. Rams against Teutons? Nope. Definitely not against this many knights. We're just running around. Survivalist has lost 25 villagers, but he's killed 19. He's not down that many villagers. The problem is he's been knocked down to 2 town centers. Because remember, again, these are the Mayans. Their resources last longer than everyone else's. And now he's finally starting to mix in some pikemen. But yeah, things are, we're a little worried here for Survivalist, who's housed at 145. And Twigg is heading up to Imperial Age off the back of 3 town centers. A whole bunch of infrastructure. He still, by the way, hasn't cleared up this infrastructure here. He's going after the palisade for some strange reason. His knights are, oh, still to the rear. Okay, but nice throw of knights for our Teuton. Teuton knights, not Teutonic knights. And for, what is it, round number 7, we've got crossbows taking on knights. Survivalist does have the gold for Imperial. Will he buy the food? He is very weak when it comes to food. 28, 29 villagers on food. He oriented his entire economy towards wood gold, not food gold. And Teuton farms already discounted. Oh no. He is being pushed really. He's stabilized. Unfortunately, he's stabilized at 93 villagers, so he's down 34 villagers. But you know what? Our Teuton can't really be affording to throw knights. 2 knights over here, 3 knights over here. These are not cheap units. You're not exactly a Berber knight that's discounted. That being said, look at the resources of the Teuton. We're definitely seeing, at the very least, Cavalier in 37 seconds. At the very minimum. Battering ram against Imperial Age Teuton. Let's freaking go. Look, if anyone can make it happen, it's going to be Survivalist. If anyone can make it happen, it's Survivalist. Let's see. He's getting forging for his pikemen. The knights are woefully out of position here. And this is going to be one less castle, possibly. That's going to be training trebuchets. There's the Cavalier immediately. Teutonic Knights! Teutonic Knights. I am so happy right now. What the hell is happening here? There he is, if you can't see him in the middle of this battle. Down he goes. Down goes the castle. Survivalist playing this beautifully for somebody who's so far behind. He's even bringing villagers to repair the rams. That was an epic push out of Survivalist, who might even take down the second castle, but no, the rams are stuck here. Now he's dealing with Cavaliers, not enough gold for Paladins. Wow. What an epic way to end the game and end the live stream. Let's watch that again. Big battles are so much fun to watch. Remember, Teutons get murder holes for free, so bye-bye crossbows. 27 knights. Oh, whoa, 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 not that fast, not that fast. Take it slow. So before the knights even get here, the castle's already down to half of its HP. That end was incredibly badass. Here comes a Teutonic Knight. Let's keep an eye on his HP. Going down 5 units at a time. Castle falls. And then Twigg loses his entire army. This is not a bad fight for Survivalist. If only he could spread out his rams here a little better, maybe he stood a chance of taking down that castle. Mangonel on the high ground is about to get attacked as well. Oh, last second clutch killing. Wow. Yeah, Azor, you were a little bit wrong. You were like 50% wrong, which makes you 50% right. That was an absolute epic conclusion. That's definitely going to be a short. That is definitely going to be a short. 93. They were Cavaliers for like a second. Let's call them Knights. Let's call them what they are. Knights to crossbowmen. The rest not really that important. Peak APM 29.35. So middle end of the game for both players. Yeah, the Teuton economy just way bigger. 9,000 more food. There's your knight play. 2,000 more gold. A lot more stone. But our Mayan, like I said, focusing his economy on the wood gathering kind of screwed him at the end with Imperial. 1 conversion, 9 raisings to 2. So not really playing that big of a role, but double the kill count for the Teutons. Not a surprise when your opponent is training crossbows and pikemen and skirmishers that you kill a lot more of his than you, but also 53 dead villagers. Wow. Nice attack, losing with honor. That is exactly how you lose with honor. That is like a bayonet charge. Damn it, Twigg through. Now there goes my gambling bid. Time to prepare some cement shoes. What? Oh my goodness. Everyone, thank you so much for joining the live stream. That's going to be it for me for today. Like I said, keep your eye peeled for in another hour. If you haven't gotten your fill of Age of Empires, there is a fantastic Huang Red Phosphoru game that's coming out in another hour. On my end of things, I'm going to end the stream, go try to find the most delicious hamburger that I can, and then maybe post some pictures of me eating a bunch of foods in New York. Gathan, thank you so much. Sure thing. Hopefully you can go and pass out now. Have a rest and enjoy what little time before you fall asleep. Kat, thank you so much. It was great seeing you again, and glad you we could catch you on the afternoon live. But everyone, thank you so much for joining on Twitch and on YouTube. And for now, that's going to be GG from here on out. And Lemmy, GG to you as well. Have a fantastic day, everyone. And like I said, keep your eyes peeled for the 3 o'clock video, which for, I guess I should just say in an hour. Like I said, really, really wonky, really bonkers game as only Red Phosphoru and Huang could have. Really, what other 2 players could have such a nonsense game as you'll see in an hour? But just this, goodbye. Thank you for joining. Jai Kumar, have a fun rest of your morning, or I guess evening. Sorry, Jai Kumar, I'm so used to saying good morning to you that now I have to say good evening. But everyone, thank you so much. Take care, and hopefully catch you in the next one, maybe tomorrow afternoon. We'll see. But tomorrow, definitely evening, there will be a live stream back to our usual Friday evenings, and I'll see hopefully everyone there. Take care.